Howdy everybody, this is Rabbit Goalie, and I would like to welcome you to episode 12 of SevTech Ages. In this episode, I'm going to kind of detour from the achievements. I'm not really going to try to focus on getting a bunch of achievements done, although I do want to get into Tinker's Construct today, because I am totally lusting after a pickaxe that will allow me to kind of vein mine, and you can do that with Tinker's Construct, so I want to get into that. I also want to try building an iron farm, because in the last episode, or maybe it's a clip in this episode, I can't, I've recorded so much I don't really remember, but we can make iron golems, but that does not mean that they'll spawn naturally. So I want to give that a try, because if that works, we never have to go mining for iron again, which would be really awesome, because we could use iron all over the place, wherever we wanted to. We wouldn't have to worry about it as much, so that would be great. And I also want to build this bridge right here that I haven't built yet. Of course, I'm going to do that off camera. I'm not going to do that on camera. It'd be really boring to watch. Yeah, I'm going to build a bridge right here because obviously getting over to our mine right here would be a lot easier. And then, I'm going to do a few little advancements. I don't think I'm going to get into the Between Lands today. I definitely want to do this a little bit on the Tinker's Construct stuff. To really move forward on that, we need to go to the Between Lands. But, yeah, I don't think we're going to get into the astral sorcery today. That's not something that I'm going to get into. At least I don't plan on it. So I'm going to kind of play this one by ear. I want to make this watering can just to get that out of the way. And I might do the Between Lands. I'm not sure on that. But really my plan today is to get this bridge built, try to build the iron farm, and maybe do a little bit of progress, but that's really the main focus on this episode. So let me get this bridge built, and then I'll start recording when I begin to build that iron farm. Alright guys, so here we are so far. This is the beginnings of the first platform. There's going to be another one above that. I will have to dig down. This is not far enough down. I'll have to dig down a little bit, because this right here is where the golems are going to fall through, hopefully, if this works. And I mean, the farm itself works if we can do this in this pack, is what I mean by that, just to avoid any confusion. So this is where we'll make the killing chamber here, but it's got to be a little taller than this, so we clear the golems out of here and get rid of them real quick. So it has to be 3 blocks high on the walls, and it's a 10 by 10. So you do your 2 by 2, and then you count 4 out from each side. At least that's how I do it, so I don't have to worry about how I'm going to count these out. I'm going to need some more cobblestone, but I wanted to come back in real quick to show you what's going on here. And let me place these in. Unfortunately, we can't use the builder's wand to place these walls up. I should just make a better builder's wand, but I'm not going to do that yet. Alright, the next step in the process is to plant these doors down. I just shift and then just go down the line. That way you can place them and their hitbox doesn't prevent you from placing them down. And you just put these all in place. I'm not gonna place them all. I'll do that off camera. But I just wanted to show you the process. If you haven't seen Nims TV's tutorial on this, then you should definitely check that out, because he's the one that came up with this. So these are 3 blocks high, and when you place this block here, you got to shift so you can place it, obviously, but that's where your next platform is going to be. And your next platform is built just like this platform, right? So it's three high on the walls, except for the second platform up. I'll come in real quick to show you what there is a difference, but it's not a huge one. Anyway, you build the exact same platform, one more up, with only one small exception. Like I said, I'll come back and show you what that is in a second. Alright, I am back. I have the second platform built, so we're a fair distance off the ground here. This is one of the reasons why I said you really want to try to build these as low as you can. I hope that I have enough space. I should have enough space to build 2 more platforms up, assuming this is going to work in this pack. Normally, if you have glowstone, you'd just pop some glowstone right here in this corner. but since we have these lit blocks, we're going to just use those instead. And now you want to put an entire row of glass up here, because golems cannot spawn on glass, just like anything else. Any other creature can't. They can't spawn on glass, so you have to have a fair amount of glass to do this, because the only place you want golems to spawn is right here in this location, on this pad, and on the pad below it. Otherwise, you're going to have nothing but trouble. I foolishly put a block in where the where we're going to have the villagers, and ooh, that's going to be a pain in the butt to get them over here. Oh well, such is life. But in one of my builds in a vanilla world, I foolishly put a solid block in so I could put a door in, and the golems started spawning in that location. So even one block outside of these doors, let me drop down here. Oops. Let me if I can do that. Now if I didn't want to walk off, I would walk off every time. You need them to be inside of these doors, but they will spawn outside of these doors. So if you put even a single solid block, oh no, are they going to spawn down here? I don't think they will. Oh, they might. There's nothing I can do about that. Usually I have more space. I may have to lower all this down 2 or 3 blocks. I may have to do that. I always put a dirt block in, or a dirt pillar, to make sure these corners, these openings are lined up. You don't want to build this thing, especially way high up in the sky like that. You don't want to build this and find out that things aren't lined up. So, okay, now the next step is to bring water in and put water in each one of these corners, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Just to show you real quick, if you put the water blocks right in these corners, these bottom corners right here, when Nims TV, or Nims for short, I guess, designed this, he set it up just so that it flows perfectly. You don't have to worry about anything if you just put it in each corner, which is obviously what I'm going to do. It works out just fine. So I set up a couple of the aqueducts down here to have a continuous source of water. And I'll just run back and fill in these corners. Okay, I'm back for just a second. I wanted to show you how I get the villagers in here. This is the hardest part, really. You got to build this glass cage to keep them in it. It's got to be glass, again, so that mobs can't spawn on it, and the golems can't spawn inside of here. I really hope they can't spawn down here. Oops. So what I do is I always build a water elevator up. Usually it's going up much higher. I had to get a little creative because of the block spacing here, because what I always want is I want a water block that's flowing out, and I'm not actually pushing myself along. I'm just hitting the space bar like a villager would be jumping around. So, it pushes them away from this location. And I'll go get a couple of brown coats. You've got to have at least one brown coat in case you don't know anything about villager mechanics. You got to have at least one brown coat, and you've got to have a way to get up here to feed them. So I'm not going to worry too much about that right now because I can jump pretty high. I can figure something out. But because of the spacing of the water blocks, I had to put these in. Okay, so I'm dealing with these guys. I just started this process, so I'm hoping. Yeah, maybe I can do that. I mean, is he on there with us still? I think he is. Yeah, he is. Cool. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be, even just to get him over here. Because if I really need to... Oh, you know what would be the smartest thing to do? Let me back this guy up. Not to use those stairs, but instead to give me this. Come Come on, break. Break you. Oh, did I not get it back? Whatever, I don't care. Is really just to use another one of these to keep that in place. Keep the water from flowing out. And I've got some more water. So I'm going to put that... Oh. Okay, whatever. Put that there. And I can just shove them in there. Alright, now all I got to do is get him over to here. As long as he doesn't go wandering all over the place. Oop, that looked a little menacing. Let's not have that in our hand. Just shove him in here. Not too bad. I thought I was going to have to do this the entire way. Ah, glorious. Get up there, you. Hey, guys, check it out. This is exactly why we wanted to feed these guys as quick as possible, because we've already got another villager, which is good, because as it turns out, like this librarian or cartographer, whatever he is, this is the only guy that I have left, other than those two that you saw me bring over. This is the only other guy that survived, because I'm careless and stupid, and I let all the other villagers die, which was pretty dumb. I actually... Get in there. Don't fight me. Don't... I'm trying to do you a favor. You're not safe around me. Get in there. Ah! Well, let's do that. Yeah. So, I definitely need to take this down. This cannot stay there. But I gotta get this water out of here first. So, yeah. As it turns out, those 3 full-grown villagers were the only villagers that survived over there. I let all the rest of them die. Alright, doing a quick update here on the base design. I've got things kind of laid out better where they're going to be. I did do this. This is functional. I'm not faking it. These screw pumps are actually bringing the water up. I've got this blocked off here. So the water's going to run down here. I'll remove these out when I have the immersive engineering water wheels. So that will drive these water wheels. I wanted the drain, so to speak, the drain for the water wheels over here to be in the front. My little simple sketch had it in the front, but it's going to have to be in the back. But, oh well, such is life. So it runs down to here, these aqueducts, obviously you can see that, to drive the Better with Mods water wheels down here. That's the idea for that. And this is what I've got so far over here. This is the basic shape of it. And I don't know about the brick here. I'm not sure on that. I might change it. I want it to look like a very, very early Industrial Revolution building. You know, a building built at the very beginning of the Industrial Revolution. They favored brick heavily when they built those. So this, of course, isn't done. And, of course, this isn't, this isn't set in stone, no pun intended. So this could change. But this is the basic idea and the basic shape of what this is going to look like. I'm going to raise this ground floor up to, up to this level here. And, of course, it's not going to stay grass. I'm going to change this. But I don't know what floor I want to use in here yet. And my idea is to keep as much of the machines and everything that I do above ground, because I generally tend to dig down, and I'm sure everybody does that, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to keep things above ground for a change, as much as I can anyway. So that's the idea. Here's a quick base update, and as things progress, I'll kind of do a quick update and show my reasoning for what I'm doing, and give a little explanation. So on to something else. Okay, not complaining, just saying. You can't get iron until age 2. Totally fair, totally fine, no problem. But, right, if you want to use the crushing tub to make wild berry juice or whatever, you got to have iron. This says stage 1, but clearly it's got to be stage 2. Otherwise, you can't get iron. Which I think I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this right now. I'm going to use this for stuff. I don't care. I want it. I don't care. You don't own me. Do what I want. I'm going to go do that. If I can ever get through the door. Creepers, Endermen, doors. Everything is a challenge for me. Get in there. Do I have an iron in here? Yeah, I do. Sure do. I'm gonna go back. Oh, you know what I do have? I got this guy there. Give me that. That guy going. That's what I do. Every once in a while, I just pop in here and pour out a block. I don't have that part automated. I'm not gonna do that with. Well, I might do that with that, but not right now. Okay, I need slabs. I think I can use any slabs. Oh, I only have a little bit of that. You know what? I'll use dark wood. I'll use dark oak. I got a bunch of it. I don't care. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. There's the crushing tub. Give me the crushing tub. Yeah. Cool. I saw a fermenting barrel too. Let's put this back by our compost. But you know what? I don't want it right next to it. That's gross. Let's put some of these in here. Boop. Oh. Okay. How do you do it? How do you use it? Do you jump on it? Do you... Oh, no, you can't right-click it. Haha! I was right. You do jump up and down on it, but you can't have those dog pelt boots on, because if you have those on, it won't work. It must work on fall damage, whatever. I don't care. Ha! Look at that. And we can use apples in this to get. Give me this. Boop 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 boop. Look at that. Yummy. To get apple seeds, which is cool. I want apple seeds. I need that in my life. What is this all about? Cool. Awesome. I don't know what this is gonna make, but I don't care. I really, really don't. I want apples and apple seeds. Gimme, 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 gimme. That will be cool. I like this. Oh, that's beetroots. I don't want beetroots. Ooh, yuck. That sounds disgusting. Beetroot juice. Who seriously would want beetroot juice? That sounds gross. Beetroots taste like dirt. I don't care what anybody says, they're disgusting. Hey, gimme, gimme, gimme. This is what I want. Gimme Get over here. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I think the next thing I'd like to do for this episode is convert this farm into something that's a little easier to deal with down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this over. I'm going to take these out because I've read that these don't really do anything for you in terms of giving you more drops. So they're kind of a waste anyway. And I'm going to convert this over to a slightly easier farm to deal with. I've got my blood magic altar set up down here. If I can get down here. Now see, if I didn't want them down here, that's when they're all down here. Okay, no, seriously? Okay, let's get rid of some of these guys. This is a surefire way to get rid of them. Where's my sword at? Give me this. My dagger of sacrifice. Just get rid of them. Bam. That got rid of them. You see, you can give them, you just whack them once when they're over these, and they die instantly. So I want to convert this over to a farm. Oh, how nice of him. Cool, thank you. To make like a killing chamber with water, I'm going to use some aqueducts to move them down here, to push them into this area right here. I mean, I'm going to move this over a little bit, but in that way, we can set it up where the water pushes them into this area, and then I can just whack them and one hit kill them. So it'll make collecting their drops a lot easier, and it will fill up the blood altar. And I know that it would be more efficient to have this in the hunting dimension, which I'm gonna do. I actually have another whole blood altar set up to do that, to put a blood altar in the hunting dimension. This is really only to make killing these guys easier, because it takes quite a while, and I go through quite a few of these sharpened bones to kill all these guys. When this place is full, it takes a while, so this will make things a lot easier. Plus, you know, blood altar. So that is my plan for this little segment here. Okay, since these guys are a I think they have a hitbox of 2, well, maybe 1.5 wide. I'm going to have to make this bigger than I normally would, which isn't a big deal, but it's, you know, it kind of changes things a little bit. I did get extremely lucky in the way that I set this up because, as you can see, this reaches right to the edge, which will push them right off into the, you know, into the water stream that we're going to create here, because that's what this is going to be. This is going to be too wide. Alright guys, just a quick update. I've got some of this cleared out. What I want to do right now is I want to test and make sure that the spacing on this is good. I don't want to look at that, guys, what I don't want to do. Right, so yes, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want, because I'm going to place these right in here. That's what's going in here. And I don't want any water going over these runes, because I don't know if it'll work then. So this will work out really well, because it'll push all of the buffalo down to here, but won't cover any of these runes. So that is absolutely perfect. Alright, I've got some of this done. I haven't put the water in here yet, taking these things out, obviously, but I'm giving these guys some wheat to grow them a little quicker, because I want to test this. I just want to push them off the edge. I don't want them, you know, I don't want to put the water in yet. I don't know if this is right, so I don't want to spend all of the time to do that. You can go off of the edge. Get off the edge. Off the edge you go. Whoosh. So he can't jump up, I don't think, which is good. And of course he should get pushed right down to here. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. And this isn't great looking, but, you know, it's alright. It'll serve its purpose. It's not like I'm going to be down here checking everything out, you know, admiring the beauty of the build. So, excellent. So he can't go anywhere, and he can't get up here. This is really the spot where I was concerned. Would he be able to bounce up? It doesn't look like it. Alright. Just make sure if there's a couple more. No, you're going down in there. Get in there. So if there's a couple more, will there be any problem? Yeah, you push your buddy off of there. That's nice of you. Thank you. Get off the edge. Get off the edge. In you go. You need a bath. You stink. You smell like buffalo. What does buffalo smell like? I don't know. I'd imagine like wet dog, but worse. Alright. So I think this is going to work pretty good. These guys are hanging out up on the blood altar. Very nice of them to situate themselves appropriately. So excellent. I think this is going to work. We just got to remove these and, you know, put our water down, which we can easily do with this. And that's great. And this will work really well. I'm going to leave this door just, you know, because I might want to get down here for whatever reason. So I'm going to leave that. Otherwise, I think this is going to work pretty well. I know they'll bounce right here, but they'll eventually just get pushed off. Like, there's nowhere for them to go. Once the water streams are pushing them over to here, there's nowhere for them to go but down there. So excellent. This is nearly complete. And just a few more and this will be done. This is going to be the hardest part. Not that it's very hard, but still, I don't want to get shoved down in there. Now it would be really difficult to get out of there. Alright, we are all set. If I can get out. Go, go. You can do it. Come on, go. No, seriously, you can do it. Alright. Excellent. Want to make sure there's no mobs out here. And we're all done. I mean, I got to do a little bit of cleanup down here. It's kind of ugly, but other than that, we're all set. This is fully functional. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to get the lumberjack axe, or whatever it's called, the lumber axe. But to do that, you need the advanced tool table thing, whatever it's called. I know it's very scientific of me. You need that better, what is it called? I should know this. This is pathetic. I really love Tinker's Construct. The Tool Forge, not the Tool Station. Jeez. Really? Okay. In this pack, you cannot just melt down cobblestone to get the seared cobblestone. But what you can do, you can save you can save a little bit on materials by doing it this way. You put this in here, and it takes 3. That is going to work. It takes 3 ingots of the seared stone and 1 cobblestone, and you can get the seared cobblestone. Instead of it taking 4 ingots to make a block, and I'm going to use this to make the smeltery when we finally get to the point where we can do that. Do I have any? No. Good. But you need this seared cobblestone, or is it seared stone? Let me look. It's been a while, so I think you can use anything. Any seared block. Good. Oh, I gotta grab the iron. I need that. I need 4. I thought it was 4. Good. And now I can run over here and I can make this. This way, we will be able to make the patterns for the better tools, because we can't do that right now, and it bums me out. It makes me feel bad about my life, and I don't like that. I don't like to feel bad about myself, so I'm gonna do this. I've really been looking forward to this, like big time, like a huge amount. I don't know what's gonna be locked off and what isn't, what's gonna be gated still and what isn't, but can we do that? Oh, please tell me I didn't do this for nothing. Lumber axe. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Awesome. This is one of the things I've been really looking forward to. And we can finally get rid of this stone axe. Like, it is pathetic that I'm still using these things this far along. But, I mean, when it's the thing that works the best, you don't get rid of it. You know, you got to keep using it. You got to use the best that you've got. That's why I'm still using this sharp bone, because, you know, it's still the best thing that I have in terms of a weapon. At least the best thing to use that isn't really super expensive. Like the bear claw paxel is better, but I've only got 4 bear claws left. Like I actually need to get going on this. That's why I've been using this more, you know, as much as I have. Normally I wouldn't use this. I would use the bear claw paxel because it's got a mining speed of 8 rather than 6. But it's to a point where, oh, I gotta sleep. It's to a point where I need to start leveling these tools up and getting these better, because I'm not going to be able to continue to use a bear claw paxel. I haven't seen that very many. I haven't seen very many bears. I do actually speak English. I'm not as stupid as I might sound to you. I swear, I'm really not. So okay, I have to make the molds for these, which I need gold. And these are, I think it takes, you know what, I'm just going to melt down some gold. I think I have a fair amount of gold here. I do. You know what, I'm just going to throw this many in there, and I will deal with the rest afterwards. I don't know if you have to use this for gold. You might be able to use this, but I've got this set up right now to do glass. Whenever I harvest some wheat, I just take the seeds, throw it in here. So even though this isn't a lot of glass, I've basically gotten this for free. So that's why I'm not using that. I'm just going to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to melt down this gold, and it does melt down pretty quickly. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't break. I was going to break, but maybe I shouldn't do that, because this may be ready to go. I think it only takes 2 ingots. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And yeah, I think it only takes 2. Excellent. So, oh, you know what I should do? Because I do need to. I'm going to regret that, aren't I? Oh, Well, I can empty this out into this. So that's not too bad. So I have to swap these out, get this gold out of here. I shouldn't have thrown all that in there like that, but you know, I'm not that smart, so that's why I do what I do. And we've got the metal melted down for the broadaxe head, so I'm going to cast that real quick. Hopefully I've got enough. I should have enough. I've got 8 in there, so pour that out. Let that solidify. It'll only take a couple of seconds. And then once I've got that, I'll move on to the next part. Alright, one of the things that I want to do is I want to make the binding out of paper so I get that extra modifier. I know that these can be leveled up, but I really do want that extra modifier. And I don't know if I've shown this on camera yet. If you use the well bucket right next to this, it will draw water in. And then if you use a liquid hopper, which I did craft off camera, I'm sorry. I was desperate to get this set up like this, so I hope it's okay. Anyway, you pipe that into this basin, and you never have to fill this up again, and it is really nice. I mean, as nice as it was to have these clay barrels. Come on, thank you. It's so much nicer to do it this way. Alrighty, now we've got the 8 ingots of molten copper that we need for this. This is going to be really nice. It's going to be not very beneficial right now, but later on this is going to be really helpful when we can actually spend our XP on something rather than just losing it every time I do something stupid like, you know, try to fight one of those really tough Abyssal Craft monsters hand to hand. Even though I have a bow and I could just shoot him at a distance. You know, like if you're going to do something stupid like that, you're probably going to lose a lot of the XP rather than, you know, being able to use it for something later on. Not that anyone would ever be dumb enough to do something like that. And finally, I can cast the tough tool rod. The bronze usually takes a long time to smelt in here. But with the lava, man, it melts down really fast. I'll deal with this later. I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'll just grab that. Get that out of there. Good. Now we can make this, if I can shut that door. Now we can make this really good axe, which is going to be super helpful. I cannot wait. I mean, I can wait, but I'm not going to wait because I don't have to wait. You can't make me. You don't own me. You're not my boss. Are you? I don't think you are. Oh, it's going to take 18,000 experience points? Really? Wow. I mean, I'd have to deforest most of Canada to get that. My God, man. Okay, I think it just naturally works. Yeah. Look at all that experience points we got, too. That is awesome. Oh, that feels really good. Seriously, that is great. That was super easy. This is the big one right here, because you got to break all of these really quickly, I noticed, to get a decent amount of saplings. So hopefully this works, and we get a decent drop rate for these saplings. And we only got 2. Really? Oh, that stinks. Did I not get... I got 4. Okay, that's cool. I can live with that. You usually don't even get 4. I did notice, like I said, if you break all those in the dark oak trees, if you break them all like at pretty much the exact same time, I don't know if it's a mod in the pack or something that increases your chances, or maybe it's just the way Minecraft works. I don't know. But you do get more. And I've tested this. It's not just my imagination. If you get all of those leaf blocks to decay at nearly the exact same time, you really do seem to get at least enough to replant the tree, which is really all I'm out for. I've got about 40 of those saplings, so if I could break even on that, that's great. And this axe really does help out a lot for that. This axe is going to be a huge time saver. This is really great. I'm really happy to have this. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I just checked the time, and I've got over an hour of footage, and I've been playing for over 4 hours, so I'm gonna call it for today. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.